going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of City Boys Raw and Uncut. I got a great discussion that I feel it needs to be discussed today about ungrateful women and how they try to take advantage of men, man. But I need y'all to like, subscribe, comment, get me going in the algorithm. I know I've been slacking y'all, but get me there, baby. Let's go.
Y'all will literally not believe what just fucking happened to me on this date. I'm gonna have to call y'all when I get in the car. Yeah. What he talking about? Okay, so I'm back in the crib. Y'all would not believe what just happened. Like, I literally went on a date with a guy, and let's just say, mind you, he's sitting right next to me. I ordered what I want. He didn't want to order anything because he ate. So he just ordered a drink. I ordered what I wanted, and he hears it clearly because he's right next to me. The food comes. He started making all these comments. Oh, you ordered that? Oh, you gonna eat all that? Mind you, I told him that my friend flew into town and that after dinner I was gonna go see her because she wanted me to pull up on her or whatever. He's like, did you order some food for your friend? He was like, if I wasn't here, would you order all that?
Probably not.
Baby, you think I can't afford a meal? I said, honestly, if you wasn't here, I would have still ordered like this. This is how I eat with my friends. This is how I eat when I'm by myself.
No, it's not.
Crazy. But
no, it's not. Because if you ordered like that, then he wouldn't have had that response that he. You probably went and ordered some over crazy shit and over like. Obviously, you're a skinny chick, so it doesn't look like you really eat much anyway. Oh, and by the way, what was the point of showing off your little booty for, man? That didn't make any sense. Let's continue.
Crazy. But the kicker is, this man said, "Oh, I'ma go." I said, okay. He lays down $100, walks off. Mind you, he called us a black truck to dinner. So I rode with him in an Uber. He left. He didn't say anything besides I'ma go, and then set the money down and then dipped off. He didn't ask if I needed a ride, how was I gonna get home. He didn't ask what the bill was, nothing. Mind you, this is a 45-year-old man. Grown ass Nigerian man.
Okay, first of all, he only had a drink. And he still said that $100. That's more than enough. I'm telling you right now. There's her side, his side, and then there's the truth. And more than likely, he would probably come on and tell the truth. I'm just keeping it. You probably ordered something that was outrageously crazy, and he looked at you like, man, you're not even a big girl. What you doing with all that food? For real. And you know it too. You can play dumb all you want to, but we all know it. That's what happens though. If you give a female an inch, she'll try to take a mile, man. She'll try to take advantage of you and everything. Let's continue.
Okay, I'm gonna do a quick story time because I don't know what some of y'all problems are, making it seem like what I ordered was outrageous. This man
probably was
steakhouse. Okay.
So what?
Keep in mind, this is a dinner date. What do you do at dinner? You eat dinner. I told him that like I wanted steak, asparagus, like I wanted like the full,
See, a lot of y'all don't have home training and it shows, for real. Just because somebody invites you out to dinner doesn't mean you order the whole menu. You don't do that, man. First of all, that looks bad on you. That really looks bad on you. It does. Like, didn't y'all parents ever teach y'all like to try to be modest, man? You ain't gotta try to go all out and take the man for everything he got, man. What the hell wrong with y'all? I ordered dinner. He told me that we can go to dinner, so I'm going to eat. So I'm going to, man, you're giving entitlement, for real. And for all the females that get on here and say, oh, well, she probably does eat like that. No, she don't, man. Let's be real. When you by yourself, you ain't eating like that. You're not. Otherwise, you would be fat. You would be already big already. Let's continue, man. This is crazy.
So he knew, mind you, he picked the restaurant. I didn't pick it. He picked the restaurant. Okay? So, and again, I got the lamb chops. The lamb chops are cheaper than the steak itself. That's number one. So if I would have got the steak and an appetizer or two, it would have added up to what the hell I ordered anyway. And also, I don't know about y'all, have some standards, okay? If you're taking me to a steakhouse, I'm gonna order what I want. Not only
have some standards. How about you have some etiquette, some proper etiquette? When somebody takes you out on a date, don't order a crazy amount of food, man. You wanna talk about standards, man? That ain't got nothing to do with no standards, man. That's called being considerate of a man's wallet. That's what that's called. I don't care if the man's a millionaire. You don't over order, man. Like, what's wrong with y'all, man? Y'all just be, ugh.
A steakhouse, I'm gonna order what I want. Not only because it's like you're paying for it, but I can afford what I want to eat. Okay? And there's nothing wrong if you can't afford it, but I can afford it. So I'm not about to starve myself or act like I don't want to eat something because a guy took me on a date. I've never experienced something like that.
Starve yourself? Come on.
So again, like when I say it's the worst day ever, it is because I've never experienced nothing like that. And I never had a man walk out on me at dinner on a date.
That's because most dudes you deal with are probably simps sucking up to you. That's probably what it is. A lot of dudes don't exude or have the same confidence as this guy was to just get up and walk out on you because they're probably still trying to get up in your pants. That's why. But this guy obviously has options. That's why he was able to just walk out on you like that. For real. Which is why you on here making a story time. Straight up.
Never experienced something like that. So again, like when I say it's the worst day ever, it is because I've never experienced something like that. And I never had a man walk out on me at dinner on a date. Like basically the tab because you didn't even ask how much.
He had one drink.
Like, so that was
one
crazy.
Drink.
It was a few red flags. Like me asking him, like I had hinted, I was like, so what are you gonna eat? And he just was like, oh, I'm not hungry, like I ate. And I was like, why would you eat? We had dinner plans. He was like, because I have a 7-year-old. Like he got smart. He was like, because
that's not getting smart.
Mind you, this man been calling me all day, making sure I'm going on this date, making sure I'm okay. He wanted to send me food earlier. Was letting me know that we had to push our date back a little bit because he still had his son and he had to wait a little bit longer to drop his son off to his ex-wife. Cool, no biggie. So why would you eat knowing that we had dinner plans? I digress. That was like the second red flag. I'm
not a red flag.
The other one was. But as soon as, mind you, he's sitting right next to me. So when I order all my food, he's hearing it. He's literally right next to me. We sat at the bar because he's 6'8" and he didn't want to sit at a table because like his legs and his knees or whatever. Had no problem with that. So he's literally sitting directly next to me. He's hearing what I'm saying. I order my food, no comment. My food comes out, all these comments. And it just wasn't one or two comments. It was repeated comments back to back to back where it was like, even the bartender was kind of like looking over it because it's like, you made him uncomfortable. And like
you made him uncomfortable. And hell, the bartender was probably looking over at you like, what the hell wrong with you? Why would you sit up here and order all this shit on your first date, man? I don't know if the bartender knew that was your first date, but still though, quit trying to bring other people into it as if they're trying to hop on your side. Like, you're gonna bring the bartender into it like, oh, the bartender was looking over and I could tell that he was uncomfortable. He didn't care. He probably didn't care. For real. Let's go.
And like, if I was a bigger woman, I would have felt like you was body shaming me.
But you're not.
Because why are you asking me that? Why are you asking me if I'm going to eat the food that I ordered? What did I order it for? Why are we on a dinner date?
That's not being smart.
He was like, oh, you order all that? He was like, you going to eat all that? He was like, did you order something for your friends? He was like, if I wasn't here, was you going to order that? And I was like, that's such an interesting comment to make. And it was like silent for 5 minutes. And then he apologized. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, I wasn't trying to be disrespectful. I wasn't trying to be rude. I was literally telling him, I was like, yeah, because I'm like, that was very offensive. I was like, I actually feel very disrespected. I was like, that was definitely rude. He was like, oh, I'm sorry, that wasn't my intentions. And I was like, okay. And I was like, and he was telling me because prior to the food coming out, we had a conversation where I was stating that I don't like dating in Houston. And I was telling him why. He said he didn't like dating in Houston because he feel like women here are just finesse, like other cities. It's not like Houston. Like, this is the only city that women like money. He was like, I feel like women just like you for your money. They wanted you to take them on trips and this and that. That was like red flag number 2.
How is that a red flag? How is that a red flag? Because you want to be able to take advantage of him the same way that you're doing right now? You're doing the exact thing that he just said that he was afraid of what would happen. You're doing that exact thing. And then you're trying to mask it behind, oh, it was a red flag. It was a red flag. It's not a red flag. You're a red flag. And like I said, man, no man's gonna sit up there and be surprised by what you order unless there's some shit that's outrageous. And you know that. You know damn well that you was probably getting all this other shit and you probably took food for your friend too. And that's just ridiculous. It really is. And I the reason why I feel so strongly about this is because it happened to me before. It really has happened to me before. Well, I took a girl out on a date and I told her, you know what I'm saying, don't worry about the price tag and all that shit. It was basically a test. But she's still, I think I gave her like we was at the bar or something, and I was like, I'm gonna see how much she spends, and I just put it on my tab, and it was like $80, and I was like, this is ridiculous. I cut her off, and I left, And that's the way it should be, man. When somebody's taking advantage of you, you fucking get up out of there. For real. Let me know what y'all think about this, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's go, baby.